Hey everybody, it's Shapy Poo, and oh boy, got a couple of emails of some people saying, hey Shape, you won't believe what the Ouija Brothers captured. Actual poltergeist activity in a live stream. I was pretty pumped. I gotta say, I was like, okay, these guys ain't known to stage or fake or anything. They may have very well caught the real deal. Ooh, I respect the Ouija Brothers. Back when I first started debunking, some of you OG supporters would know that, they were a class act. When I made a debunking video on them that wasn't that good, they were respectful and they even shouted me out and everything. And I was a tiny channel back then. One of very few ghost hunters that do that, respectfully. But when I do a video, I gotta put all that to the side. I gotta look at it for what I see, what I can visually see and hear, and gotta put all the niceties to the side, but keep it respectful, but put my opinion. And before you let me have it in the comments, at least watch the video till the end to see all the points that I make. Then if you don't agree, then let me have it. So, without further ado, let's get into the Ouija Brothers. So, Stay and Griff are at a haunted location, and they're getting ready to go on lunch break. And when they go on lunch break, a stroller, baby stroller, gets pushed down the steps by a supposed poltergeist. So, let's see what happens.
So, this will be about an hour. We're going to be out of this place, so we don't know what's going to happen. Like I say, Griffiths just said, but we've got a few things set up. So we'll be back in around an hour's time, and then we'll come and join you guys, hang out with you guys, and do everything like that. And let's just kind of show you what we got going on. But hopefully we shouldn't have that issue tonight. Anyway, we're going to leave because it's 7:30. We're going to get out of here, and
we'll be back.
We'll leave the camera on. Which camera would chat? What camera does chat want to watch while we're out of here?
What's your main camera that you want to watch?
Before the Ouija Brothers leave, they allow their audience to vote on which camera feed they want to watch, and they vote for the star one.
You shouldn't be able to hear the fan when we switch it over upstairs. So yeah, you're going to have it upstairs for a bit until we come back. Hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully something happens.
I'm sorry, say what?
Hopefully something happens.
Oh buddy, does something happen?
There we go. So that's going to be your view for the next hour or so. We're off. We're done. We're finished.
I do want to point out that Stay and Griff, right before they go to eat lunch, they leave it up to a vote in their live stream to see which camera you want to watch while they're gone. They got the camera in the room, and they got the camera that's at the bottom of the stairs. And the stairs wins the day. So as they get ready to leave, they're walking back and forth, vibrating the hell out of the bottom of the stairs, and yeah, they're making sure the lights are off and all that good stuff, and vibrating. Now, after they leave, Stay and Griff that is, they keep the camera locked on, they keep the live stream camera locked on to where it's at the bottom of the stairs. And they're gone for almost an hour, about like 57 minutes if my mathematics are right. But after that, the stroller moves on its own. Post editor Shape here. Look right here. It almost looks like this is being pulled right before it comes down the stairs. Look one more time. Look,
You see that? I don't know, though. I mean, the stroller falling could have caused that as well. It happens about at the same time.
When I saw this, it was pretty obvious to me what happened. They set it haphazardly at the top of the stairs on the edge of the step. And like anything on the planet, eventually nature, science, physics, gravity took over and it fell down the steps. Because that's what happens. And I seen a few comments where people were saying that it moves slowly over time and then finally fell, like something was pushing it slowly over the minutes. And I took the first frame right when they left and the last frame right before it fell, and I'll let you see them both. I don't see any movement, but here are the pictures. You let me know what you think.
Recording pace anymore. Can't even bloody get for a curry. You know what I mean? What the hell's going on in here then?
Hold on. Let's have a look at the damage.
That's what I mean, I want to see.
Hold on, don't move it.
Well, I am looking.
Hold on. Can I get this off here?
This is all, it's all just because of you. This pram at the bottom of the stairs. Now, I think the pram's broke as well. Yeah, because there's only one though.
You know, after looking at that stroller, if that is indeed a stroller, it's for the smallest baby I've ever seen in my life. I did not know they made strollers that small. Did you guys? Comment below.
A sec. If we think about it, like, not logically, because we can't think of anything logically.
So how close does that
I
need
mean,
to be?
you can have it. Well,
Oh, I need a better light.
I mean, you can have it like there. I think there's the minimum that you can have it. And I don't know where it was because I don't remember.
We don't usually put it that close, do we?
No. So would it have been there? Just to give it a chance.
The thing is, it's been there for how long? An
So,
hour?
yeah, so the one thing that we was...
Well, actually, longer than an hour and a half.
The one
It's been
thing
there.
that we was confused about, guys, is that this pram that you see here, this pram has been like this since, what, this morning?
Look, here's a straight line compared to look how crooked the edge of that top step is. And not just that, let's look at the dip. I'll run a straight line, and as you can see, when we zoom in, you can see that, look at that. It's so rounded off and downhill, it's awful. That's going to cause the stroller to automatically go down.
So they start doing their paranormal investigative, trying to debunk themselves. They go up there, try to vibrate the stroller and all that stuff to see if it does it again. And luckily for us, we get a good view of the top of the stairs where the stroller was, and that is not level like at all. It's crooked. It's rounded off on the end. Anything put there long enough will go down those steps on its own, just by gravity. Science has nothing to do with poltergeist. It blows my mind that you would put it there. Be like, this is a good spot right here, just haphazardly right here on the edge. Yeah, you know, if it falls, it's a poltergeist. It just blows my mind that people think that. If anybody puts something on the edge of those steps, and you think that that's a proper experiment, you need to rethink paranormal investigating. Maybe go to barber college. Blows my mind. I've done carpentry for years. This is an old house, old steps. When you walk down the steps, you don't step at the back of the step. You step on the edges. If you was to step on the back of the step, it'd make you fall forward. You don't want that. So you walk on the edge of the step below you.
When you walk on steps, you don't allow your heel to hit the back of the step because you would fall. You step right here, and over time, this is what happens. See?
To keep your heel from hitting the back of the step. And when you do that over time, over the years, it begins to bow and bend and slant, just like that step up there. And anything you put on the edge of that, it's all downhill, baby. I mean, just blows my mind.
I think so.
So for this morning,
Because
or,
I did
or even last night, or
Because I did rearrange it for the lights.
how did you?
But again, it's been like that all day.
All day,
I'm sorry. Say what, Griff?
all day.
Hey, Griff, have you not been with Stay all day? Would you have not known that it had been that way all day? You've been there with him, right? All night or whatever?
All day.
So how close do you need to have it?
Yeah, I think with this wire, put the wire in the place it was.
So, as Griff is at the top of the steps, beating the snot out of the steps with his fist and feet, trying to make it vibrate, something happens. It moves.
Careful of the wire. Yeah,
But no, I'm just testing. But no.
Clearly, we see it move directly because of him vibrating.
Wait, you guys are just going to gloss over that? I mean, it moved while he was hitting next to it. That right there completely debunks you.
Notice how meticulous he is messing with the front wheels right here. Like it's almost a delicate maneuver that he's doing right here. He is very, very delicate.
Say it was there as well. Now, this is.
Then Griff looks at the camera after beating the crap out of the stairs, and he's like, see, I told you. I don't know, guys. That step, especially that top step, is really crooked and unlevel and downhill and warped. Wore out. You know what I'm saying? And anything that you put up there will go down those steps eventually. And when you guys are downstairs, walking back and forth, you know, like you were getting ready to go eat, you're moving downstairs, and you think, well, those little minuscule vibrations ain't gonna mess with something up there. Well, you don't know that. The architecture of a house is weird. The way it's built and the way it connects. You could be in the kitchen with a bulldozer and it not cause it to go down the steps. Yet, you could step on a loose board at the bottom of the steps and cause a vibration that barely moves it and starts a chain reaction. Gravity, baby.
What do you reckon?
I think it's amazing.
It was there for
A long time?
all day.
All day, pretty much.
All day on its own, never moved. We've gone out,
Yeah.
and then an hour after we've gone out, while everything's been watching, it's come down the stairs.
And then the REM pod dies itself. I mean, is that just a coincidence? Or we're just trying to link things? But again,
It's
it was
mad.
like within minutes.
And in full battery.
And full battery dead.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
And I'm not going to ask you to do anything before you ask.
no, we ain't asking for ball. There's nothing we're asking.
Well, get your phone then.
Give my pocket.
Let's go in the base room. Let's lay. It's so cool.
It's amazing to just get something like that when you're not there.
Is it amazing though, guys? Is it really? I mean, think about it. If you could confuse your paranormal activity with actual, like, science, you know, vibrations could have caused it to go down the stairs, a draft, many things, even the fibers on the carpet. If you could confuse your paranormal with possible scientific reasons, then your paranormal will always have that asterisk next to it. You know, if the stroller would have lifted up in the air and just got thrown, we'd be talking about something totally different. But when it looks like there's a scientific explanation, more often than not, that's what it is. I don't understand how you guys are blown away by that.
I know people, we could turn around and say it's coincidence. We turn around and say, oh, was it too close to the edge? Judging by my decision on like where you've got to position that pram for it to come down and for it to be held like that all day, could it have been slowly moving throughout the day and we've just not clocked it?
I don't know. I looked at the first frame and the last frame in the beginning of this video and it didn't look like it moved. It could have, for sure. But even if it did slowly move slightly over time, that's still a scientific explanation. You guys are just trying to insert poltergeist when that's not what it is. You put something haphazardly at the top of the steps and it done exactly what it's gonna do.
You're out of sync.
Delaying sound now. Hey, 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 hey.
What in the world is Griff here doing? I mean...
Oh, this is bad.
I fucking know it. Imagine 23 stones on it.
That is the dipper. Why is it like that?
I've had to sleep on that.
That's awful.
Dies, guys, yeah. Let me just do a different perspective for you all. So when that Melrem dies, it basically goes boo, boo, boo. It does an up and down type of, like a bat, like up and, you know, and it goes up and down, and you're there and you're like, and then it's like, oh, that's the battery. Whereas this time in the room, this was all, it was just, and it was like something was just old in it.
Remember, they let their audience vote on which camera they wanted to watch while they were going eating, right before the stroller fell. So how could they predict that the audience would pick that specific camera angle to see the stroller fall and know the stroller would fall within the next hour? They couldn't. But I do think they knew it would fall eventually. And either way, had they picked the other camera, they still would have had the footage to show everybody regardless.
So I got to thinking, this is night 2 when this got knocked down the steps, this stroller. So I went back to look at night 1, same location, and I noticed something that really, really stood out to me. Now, you remember when I said I think they put it somewhere haphazardly, that way it put it in a position to where eventually it would fall? Well, let's look at these.
Now, night 1 of the Ouija Brothers videos, when they're recording the stroller, you can clearly see that the stroller is further back from the edge. On all the camera angles, it's further back from the edge. Now, the only time the stroller falls is night 2, when you can clearly see the tires at the edge.
They also had this device that was running down the steps. At first I thought, well, what if there was no slack in it? And on night 2, it didn't look like there was any slack in those lights that go down the steps, the paranormal lights, whatever they are. And maybe where they had no slack, they were maybe wrapped around the tire of the stroller, and just the weight of the electrical light itself pulled the stroller down. But no, I don't believe that, because I took night 1, all different shots of the stroller and the way they had the stroller sitting. Then night 2, when the paranormal happened, I took the paranormal clip where it went down the steps, where the stroller was sitting right before it went down the steps. And then I took another screenshot of night 2 after the paranormal event, when they put the stroller back upstairs, up top of the steps.
Now, looking at the clips from night 1 right here and night 2 after the poltergeist clip, those 3 look the same. So which one stands out? Exactly. The clip where the paranormal pops off is the only time that the stroller is in this precarious position on the edge.
3. of those 4 clips were pretty much the same. The stroller wasn't on the edge. It was way further back than that.
So let's look at night 1. Here's an image of night 1. You can see the stroller, but you can't even see the tires at all. Nowhere near the edge. Night 1 here, it's a little closer to the edge, but not real close, because you can only see like half the tires, and that's not real close. Now, this is after the paranormal event on night 2. You zoom in, you can't even see the tires. Now, let's look at the paranormal event. The staged clip, possible stage clip. You can see the tires fully. It is right on the edge.
The only time the paranormal happened just so happened to be when the stroller was placed precariously on the edge, haphazardly, whatever you want to call it. And you can clearly see it. See, that right there shows you in video footage that the only time the paranormal event happened is when the stroller was put all the way at the edge. Now, that brings in the word staged. Now, stage can mean many things, right? Stage like, no, I don't think they took a string and tied it to it and pulled it down the steps. No, not at all. But when you put something in a haphazard position, knowing that more than likely it's going to fall, and that's the only clip that looks different than the others, it does make you think they knew that would happen. And in my opinion, I think they might have knew. So, I guess the question would be, did they put it there knowing that it was going to fail and it was going to go down the steps? Or did they put it there thinking that's a good spot to prove the paranormal? I can't read their mind. So I can't say for certain they were being malicious. But what I can say is, this ain't paranormal. It's not paranormal. Not at all. What blows my mind is, somebody looks at that clip, well, that's a poltergeist. After you look at all the evidence, it just, I don't know. Now, comment below your thoughts. Remember, this is just my opinion, but I think this is a debunk. I think they put it there knowing exactly what it was going to do.
Post editor shape here. I did not arrive at this conclusion easily or happily. I didn't want to really make the video, but I gotta say what I think, and I think they set this up to fail.
Exactly what I was going to do. That's my opinion. Join Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook. It's unfortunate. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And of course, I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now. Peace.